Guys, I'm in a dilemma here. Do I upgrade my ZVE10 to the Sony A6700? I don't think so. I think I want to wait until I get, they come out with like a ZVE20, whatever that's going to be called at that point. I think that's what I really want. The best bang for buck value camera. And when they upgrade, if they can upgrade, you know, the menu systems and all that, and this processor, and even if it does 4K 60, and that's it, that's perfect. Like, that's all I need. I don't need dual card slots. I don't need, and the A6700 doesn't have that either, but I don't need that. If they did the 10-bit color, and basically what the A6700 has, but without the viewfinder, you know, that's what the ZVE10 was. It was like the A6400, didn't have the IBIS, right? So that's something they may sacrifice out, but that's okay. I can deal with that. But if you can get under 1,000, you'll save yourself $300. I think that's why I have to go, man. I think I'm gonna wait, but there's part of me that just wants to play with that 6700. I'm in a dilemma. It's that gear envy. You know, you get the gas. So, I don't know, guys. What say you? What say you? Is it worth it, or should we wait? Is something going to come out next year? I'm sure something is. But is it going to be what we want? You know? Just want a value camera under $1,000, like the ZVE10, but upgraded. That's my goal. Because I don't like these big, expensive cameras. So you can get the ZVE10 with like 4 lenses, 5 lenses for the price of a ZVE1. I mean, come on, 4 or 5 lenses. Yeah, but if you, like what I did in my last comparison video, right? I did my last comparison video with the ZVE1, the ZVE10 next to each other, and it just amazes me every time, like, because I look at the ZVE1, it looks so great, but then when I look at the ZVE10, I'm like, that looks great too. And it's not that much, it's marginally different. And it's like, but I have in my head that the full frame is better, and it is. You get a little more bokeh, and low light, absolutely. Low light, absolutely. But if you're at 100 ISO, it's going to be negligible, guys. You put a 1.4 lens on the ZVE10, 100 ISO, it's negligible. I mean, you would not be able to tell if I put them at the same aperture levels. Like if I put the full frame at like a 2.8, 2.0, and I did the ZVE10 at a 1.4, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, honestly. I'm just telling you, you just won't, especially if you're watching on a tablet or anything smaller. You wouldn't be able to tell. So I'm conflicted. You know, I love my ZVE1, love the full frame, but you know, I don't do a lot of low light shooting either. So what do you guys think? Should I just stick with my ZVE10? I want to try new cameras, even though it's not really going to give me anything more than I need. Like my ZVE10 on a tripod will pretty much do everything that the A6700 will do for me, right? For talking heads, you can do 4K 24 on here. It won't overheat. Takes all the same lenses and everything else, right? This is shot right here on the ZVE1. So I'm going to show you the ZVE10. I'm going to put that up, and we can look at the difference, and you'll see there's just not that much of a difference. We're at 100 ISO right now on the ZVE1, and I'm going to put the ZVE10 on 100 ISO. And you'll see there's not a whole lot of difference there, guys. But you be the judge. Don't take my word for it. I'm going to set it, I got the 55mm 1.8 Zeiss lens on here on the ZVE1. I'm going to put the 35mm right here on the tripod with this ZVE10, and we're going to test that out, and you let me know if there's a big difference or not. Let's look at the price, guys, and look at the quality, and tell me how much more it's worth to pay for that. Now, if you're talking about low light, again, that's another situation, right? If you shoot a lot in low light, ZVE1, right? Or the A7C, A74, whatever. Full frame option's better. But if you're in a talking head situation and you're mostly in good lighting, let me know. Here we go. Here's the ZVE10. All right, guys, now here is the ZVE10 with the 35mm 1.8, okay? So they're both at 1.8, both equivalent of around the 50-55 focal range, right? This is the ZVE10. Same settings. Didn't change the lighting at all, just kind of left it the same. Obviously, it's going to be a little difference in exposure, just slightly. But we're at 100 ISO on both. And how does this look, guys? Right? Now, how does this look compared to the ZVE10? Marginally different. Marginally different. My opinion. And I'm looking at it on a big screen TV. And I'm looking at it on a 32-inch 1440p monitor. And I gotta be honest with you, it's not that big of a difference. I mean, you think this little small camera and it's cheaper, like, but if for talking heads, for this kind of, content, this is all you need. This is technically all I need. But I like to play with other cameras, and that's the thing. And that's the rabbit hole you gotta watch, because if you get this, and you think, well, if I get a better camera, then that makes me a better content creator, blah, blah. I mean, if that's your content, and that's kind of my content, is trying out new gear, because I like to do it. I'm not trying to sell you it. I'm not trying to sell it, go out and buy it. Maybe you have no need for it. Like, if you got a smartphone and you just take pictures of family, friends, and you share them on social media, don't buy a camera. Trust me, it ain't worth it. They're years behind in technology as far as, the cloud and sharing photos and videos and all that stuff. Way behind. But if you are going to have a YouTube channel and you want to talk directly to this, the people you're trying to give your content to, whatever that is, that's when a camera makes sense. And this is really all you need. I'm not saying all these other cameras are good. You could use a Z30, you could use a Z5, you could use Canon R50, you could use a Canon R8, which is a great deal of for frame. It's like you can use any of these cameras, but for the price, with the lens selections, the ZVE10 it's hard to beat it, right? If you get some APS-C lens with it. And that's just my opinion. That's just the way it is going into 2024. Until the ZVE20 comes out and with an amazing value proposition, I still say this is the best bang for buck at the price that you're going to get. Buy it used. It's a workhorse of a camera. It really is. It doesn't overheat. I've never had any issues. I've owned 3 of them. So, do I need the A6700? No. Will I probably get it? I don't know. I think I just want to hold off and wait for the ZVE10 Part 2, Mark II, ZVE12, whatever it's going to be called. But let me know in the comments below. Should I get the 6700 or should I just wait? What would you do? What's your dilemma? I know I'm not the only one thinking about these things, right? So have fun with it. Put it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer all the comments on this post, because I want to know. I really want to know what your thoughts are on it. Is there a better bang for buck camera right now? Let me know. Maybe I'll get it. If it's used and it's inexpensive, I'll try it out, right? I'm happy to do that. I like to do that. I don't care if it's a 4 or 5 year old camera. If it can compete and exceed or be a better deal, I'd love to share that with you guys. I'm growing in this just as much as you. So, all right, guys, let me know in the comments below. Again, this video, the walking part was on the GoPro 10. Next time, I'll use the Pocket 3, which is by far better vlogging camera than the ZVE10. If you want to vlog, get this Pocket 3, or use your phone or whatever, or a GoPro for vlogging, moving around, harsh weather conditions. This is for talking head. But all right, guys, let me know in the comments below. Have a happy New Year. See you next year. Thank you.